Namaste. Shri Guruve Namah. I would like to give a message to all my students and to the people in general on this particular day considered as the Yoga Day. Yoga means union. Union of the individual self to the cosmic self. That's the definition. We all have come to this world and we live here, and there will come a day that we will be going out of this world, or maybe can be considered as going out of our body. There is the significance. When we are here, we have to live here and enable others also to live here in this world peacefully. But what we witness today, these days, is actually very, very difficult things, which is impossible to assimilate. Warmongers are at the verge of creating a big destruction to the world. Yoga means peace. In this context, we have to have a little idea about what is meant by yoga and the significance of it. Mahaguru Patanjali proposed this idea of yoga so many centuries ago, nearly 2000 years ago. And he defined yoga as yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is stopping the activities of the mind. The basic activities of the mind are 5 in number, and they are pramanam, viparyam, vikalpam, nidra, smriti. Comprehension, misapprehension, memory, imagination, and sleep. These are considered as fluctuations of the mind. And when all these fluctuations are ceased or suspended, we are in the state of yoga. This is the idea proposed by Patanjali. So this is possible by looking whether what our mind is doing all the time. The mind is doing something all the time. And he categorized it as pramanam, viparyam, vikalpam, nidra, and smriti. These are very essential for sustaining our life in this world. So that's why he proposed. But if it exceeds too much, then it can really take away the calmness which is beyond the depth of our mind. So it is important to actually look into it, understand it, and try to remain peaceful within ourselves. Each and every individual, when becomes peaceful, then the world will be a peaceful place. Otherwise, the internal struggle, the turmoil, the aggression, the aversion, or coercion, pressurizing for gaining something is normally what we see around the world, around us. And so we are actually struggling with these things which is going on in the world. As I mentioned before, we are at the verge of a great catastrophe, in the sense annihilating each other. That is what is happening all over. Warmongers are really happy to achieve something for themselves. So based on these selfish ideas, they are destroying the world. At this crisis period, it is important to gain some kind of peace, a little peace inside. For that, Patanjali proposed the idea of yoga. So we have to quickly look a little bit. Yoga is delineated into 8 steps by the master Patanjali. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyanam and Samadhi. Yamas are certain restraints. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha Yama. Shaucham, Santosham, Tapas, Swadhyayam, Ishvara Pranithanam. These are the niyamas. These are the basics for a healthy living, a peaceful living, and coexisting. So this needs to be looked into. I'm not going into it elaborately, but you need to look into yourself and try to make yourself peaceful. And what are the things which are really working against establishing yourself in peace needs to be looked. When you look there, you can see that all these 10 principles are very important. Then when that is set, you have set a base for a peaceful living. And then asanas. Asanas are certain postures. Nowadays, asanas are considered by most of the people as yoga. It is one of the 8 steps of yoga. After practicing asana and allowing yourself to sit comfortably in whatever position you keep your body, then you are fit enough to go to the further states of yoga. Then comes pranayama, then control of your vital energy through proper breathing exercises. Then you do withdrawal of senses, and for not allowing the mind to really fly away through senses and go on gathering informations, enabling the mind to really process the information. And sometimes it goes beyond limit, thereby you may not be able to focus your attention to anything. Yoga means actually focusing. Relaxed focusing is called yoga. So when you train your mind with withdrawal of senses, then you can enter into the further states of yoga. The main idea is concentration. Allowing the mind to flow to the point of attention continuously for a long period of time is concentration. The natural tendency of the mind is to flow from point after point all the time. So when you withdraw the mind from jumping, then there is a strain. By constant practice, you can get into a relaxed way of focusing. When your attention goes to the point, whatever point you choose as an object of your meditation, you choose that point and allow the mind to flow to the point. With the relaxation, it becomes yoga. So when you get into that kind of a relaxed focusing, then you come closer and closer to the object, whatever you take as the object of meditation, and then you integrate with the object. When you integrate with the object, it means that your mind will be fully occupied with the object in a relaxed position. Thereby, nothing will obstruct. The nothing that is happening around us is obstruct your comprehension. So you start to understand things as it is without interpreting it. This is the very idea of yoga. When you get into that state, certainly you become one with the object. When you become one with the object, you start to feel the object, not intellectually understanding the object. But based on the feeling, you realize the world which is incessantly coming before you. And you remain unaffected, but you are having a relaxed focus. Thereby, you can integrate with anything. When you integrate, the person whom you are, as you know, is slowly dropping down. Thereby, you become free. You become a free person, mentally totally free. Only the object which you keep is there. Only the object that you keep in your mind is existing at that time. Thereby, you have shed off all the rest of the heaviness that you have been carrying for years and years from the very beginning of your life. And that condition comes, it is called samadhi, integration. And when integration happens, you understand the object of understanding. What you wanted to understand, you will understand fully based on feelings. And so you become a vibration. You become joy of forgetting your heaviness, at the same time understanding what is presented before you. You get into that quality and you remain there as the witness. Always you can witness the world. When you witness the world, your quality changes, and then you will not unnecessarily involve in difficult things that can create problems and difficulties to the whole world. And this is a way proposed by Patanjali. Samadhi is integration. And when you get into that state, you are calm. You remain as a person who is very peaceful, and the radiance of love that comes out of you as you establish in peace is a great panacea to the world for most of the problems that we face today. This is all what I would like to share with you, the basic principles of yoga. And thank you very much, and have a great day. Thank you.